Hello, this is Broly SS God. I'm back with another video. Yeah, I want to talk about, Sony's lack of games coming out this year. We don't know how many we're gonna be getting this year. And also I want to talk about the guy, the Yusei Shahida, wherever his damn name is, the guy that left Sony. I want to talk about him as well. Uh But first things first, let's get into like the games of like all these live service games. Now that was pretty much ridiculous of them making 12 live service games within such a short period of time. Like they should have knew better than that them damn selves. Like, come on, man. Like, why would you put your main your main studios on projects of all live service games, not knowing you don't even know for sure that those games will do well. I think what really fucked them up was it wasn't just Concord. That fucked them up, right? That made them like shit. I mean, pretty much scared, right? But I think what it is too, though, is the fact that they saw Marvel Rivals just like you know day one. They made all that money. Cause if you think about it, they would. We didn't hear about all these other announcements after Marvel Rivals came out, and they show how well it did. The first fucking week it did 10 million. Second week it did 20 million. Right now I know Helldivers did good as well and all that blah blah blah, which is good. But at the same time, um, I don't think Helldivers pulled no Marvel Rivals numbers if I ain't mistaken. But I could be wrong. But Concord really messed them up. It did, and I'm glad it did. I'm so glad it did, because, like, I know a lot of people saying that they wasted money and resources, which they did by making all these games. But that's their fault. Nobody asked for all these damn live service games. I mean, I like them, but I wasn't expecting Sony to start making all of them. I can understand because they lost Call of Duty, and they know it's no longer theirs and nothing like that. I understand that part, but man, 12? Come on, bruh. That's crazy. Just to see which one will stick. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like in my opinion, what they should have did was just like stick to making the single player games and add multiplayer into it. So you can, make, DLCs and stuff, little small DLCs here and there, and get, get your microtransactions that way throughout the game. But it don't have to be live service like they did with like Gears of War. Like that's not live service. Yeah, you to get DLCs for it, to get multiplayer stuff for it, and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's not live service, the actual DLC. Man, hey, you know what? In a way, it's good that he didn't put out God of War and Twisted Metal and all that stuff. If they made that live service, you know what would happen, right? If those games flopped, if PC players and Sony players did buy that game like that, you know what Sony probably might end up doing? Putting it on Xbox. You see how Helldivers did, right? And what everybody talking about now? Put it on Xbox. That's the only way you can survive, Sony. Put it on Xbox. Put Helldivers 2 on Xbox. It makes no sense to just be on PlayStation. Sit here. He gonna be seeing God of War go on Xbox.
Solomon
Hey, look,
Grundy.
hey, lying, bro. Like, it's a good thing Sony stopped it because, like, you be seeing all your live services going to Nintendo, Xbox, PC. That's another thing too. I get into, guys. But yeah, because like before I get into that, but yeah, it's good that they stopped it because we don't know how those games will turn out. We really don't know. Just because you put Kratos in the front row cover don't mean they're gonna sell that well. Because a lot of people don't, especially if they're gonna make a PvP. A lot of people do not like PvP like that. They want to do stuff as a team. I mean, I know I just did a game with Concord. I'm not Concord. What's the name of that thing? Marble Rivals. That's a hero shooter. That's what it's made for. Came out that way. Kratos never came out as no damn last ever type of game. We did get a one game, Marbles. No, not Marbles. I think I got Marvel in my mind. We got one game from God of War that had multiplayer in it. I loved it. And you know what? To this very day, I can still play that game online. I can find matches and play it. I played it a few months ago online. As a matter of fact, I might end up doing it today. I'm gonna end up streaming God of War Ascension live on Twitch. I'm gonna stream it. I might do it today. If I don't forget, I found matches and I had fun. I got my butt whooped, but I had fun. You can customize the character. You can fight under the power of Zeus or the power of Hades or the power of Poseidon. Those guys are your gods. You fight for their honor, and you get to use their powers and all that. I got my ass whooped though. I'm not that good at it, but I had fun. See, the thing about it is, you can have single player with your multiplayer. That's the only game I can think of besides Twisted Metal that has single player multiplayer tied into one with Sony as a um, first party game that you can purchase and play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only think of those two games. God of War Ascension. Oh, I guess like Killzone, but I never played Killzone like that. Like, I mean, I played it, but I don't remember really playing. I don't remember playing too much of Killzone. I really don't. Um, but I played mostly just single player. I didn't play multiplayer, but I do have Killzone now. I got the Shadowfall one. The aiming in that game is so weird though. But back to the subject. But yeah, it's God of War Ascension to me was a really fun game. And the thing about it, if you don't like the multiplayer of the game, just don't play the multiplayer. Just play the single player. It's an option. You're not forced to play the multiplayer. If you don't like it, don't like it. As long as the story is good, then play the damn story as much as you want over and over again, like you would do it as just a single player game. But if you like multiplayer, then you can have more bang for your buck if you like the game's multiplayer of the game. You know, but I enjoyed it, and I hope they start doing more with their single player games, put multiplayer stuff into it, like they did with Spider Man. Like, bruh, everybody was look. Matter of fact, everybody's even talking about we waiting for a Spider Man multiplayer mode for the Spider Man 2 game. So I don't hear anybody complaining about that. But yet, but God of War is a problem because what? Kratos? There's more people out here besides Kratos you can play as. You know? It's like God of War Ascension. I didn't play as Kratos in God of War Ascension multiplayer. I had some random fucking gladiator that I made, and I made him look badass with the Zeus armor. I got him the Zeus armor and stuff, and the Zeus rod and all that staff, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool.
Doomsday.
Man, I just think it's sad that Sony, went ahead and made all of these, live service games. They didn't even give us a poll saying, "Look, we about to make this many. How y'all feel about that? You think we should select up? Start giving your fans um polls like the vote on. Like, okay, look, we want to do this. How y'all feel about that? They don't ask us for nothing. Y'all want our money, but yeah, you don't want to ask us what we want to pay for. Y'all just want to put out shit. But all of a sudden, since Concord flop, y'all want to take everything back now, huh? Good. Now, This is my second topic, right? I want to talk about the guy you hate Yoshida, wherever his damn name is. You hate Yoshida. He left, right? Now, everybody was. I made a video a while back talking about how Jim Ryan wasn't the reason why uh, they're pushing live service games. I don't like I said. Now we saw a video of you say this the Chinese dude. I don't know his damn name, but I can't pronounce it. But anyway, Yoshida. I just call him Yoshida. There's a video of Yoshida saying that in this video he sit there and said in that interview with Greg Miller that if he was in Herman Hall's shoes, he don't think Sony would kept. He thinks Sony would have removed him for trying to uh, push back on live services. He said he don't want live services, right? Now, why would he sit there and say he think that Sony will push them out? He didn't say what's the guy's name? What's that nigga's name, man? Jim Ryan or Herman Host will do it. Sony's in charge of that shit. So that's Sony's idea. Why would Sony push him out for pushing back of live service games? Because they're the ones that wanted it. It wasn't Jim Ryan. Sony wanted that shit to happen. Sony told Jim Ryan what to do, and Jim Ryan did it. Same thing with that nigga from all Xbox sides, Satya. Satya wanted what's that dude's name? Phil Spencer to put games day and date on PC. Then he wanted Phil Spencer to put games on PlayStation and also Nintendo. That was Satya's idea, right? Jim Ryan had a boss too. I don't know who the hell Jim Brown's boss is besides Sony, but that's Sony's idea. You know what I'm saying? So that his boss told him to do it. Sony told Jim Ryan to put games, to make live service games. Just like how Satya told Phil Spencer to put games on other platforms. They followed their boss. You know what I'm saying? So, like in my last video, I sit there and said, "Yo, I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's Jim Ryan's fault about the live service shit. I don't think that's his idea. I think what it was, he got it from Sony. Because why would they have still, if that was the case, then if it wasn't their idea, if they wasn't cool with it, why were they still pushing up games after Jim Ryan left? Fuck the resources, fuck the money. If they knew this shit was a bad idea, they wouldn't even bring this shit up. Period. They would have kept that shit to themselves, to their chest, like everything else they do, they keep to their fucking chest, right? They would have kept the live service to their fucking chest. The rest of that shit. You know, as far as after Jim Ryan left, right? I'm saying like Concord. Well, Concord's already put out. But I'm just saying, like, all these other games are being canceled. You see what I'm saying? So Sony, after Concord, Sony got mad, they got scared, blah blah blah. They scared to put games out. But the thing is, Yoshida sat there and said though, Sony would push him out because of him fighting against live service games. So they're going to tell you that it was their fucking idea in the first place. Why would they push him out over the idea that Jim Ryan had made, supposedly had made? Because it was their damn idea. They wanted that damn push. They told Jim Ryan to fly around crying and lying and telling people about all that kind of shit. It was them. It was Sony. And if Sony's the one who also pushed them on the live service shit, it was Sony. Now another thing I want to talk about is this. I got a bad feeling that Herman Host and not even Herman Host, Yuhei Yoshida, not Yuhei Yoshida, Hiroki Toki, yeah, that nigga, he gonna start pushing games day and date on other platforms besides PC. I got a feeling, y'all, he gonna push it on fucking Xbox. On me and on him. I don't trust that nigga. I don't like him. I don't trust him. He all about money. He's all about money. That dude, look at how he's putting up PC games now. A year after but look at how he's putting out PlayStation games now on PC. Uh, Spider-Man 2 a year later? Are you serious? When Jim Ryan was in office, those games stayed on the platform off of PC for 4 years. Remember that? He said PC gamers will not get any games from us until 4 years after launch. Since Jim Ryan left, these games are going in a year later now. He said, I think he said what? Yeah, Jim Ryan said 2 to 3 years of PC releases, 4 years tops. 2 or 3 years, 4 years tops, right? Hiroki gets in there and says what? They're gonna start being more aggressive putting games on PC, right? Now, Sony, now remember now, Sony's are acting totally different now. We don't know if this Sony is gonna sit there and be like, you know what, we want to keep stuff off of other platforms. They want fucking money. Even okay, I know. Hold up, check this out. Now I know people saying, well, they gotta sell their consoles, right? If the Sony want to do that, they want to sell no consoles. That's true. They wouldn't sell consoles like that. They're gonna put games on Xbox and Nintendo, right? But what if Sony start not to care about that shit no more, like Xbox? Just think about it. What they say on another thing they say is this, right? Well, we got movies to rely on now. We start making movies to make money, right? So, what if Sony just starts saying like, hell with PlayStation, just make money off of putting software out? It it ain't selling as good. It's not even selling that well like it was back in the day, right? You still got half the player base on PS5 or PS4. And I got a feeling the reason why it's there on PS4 because what? Sony is talking about putting games on PC. And I'm telling you, I got a feeling a lot of these players, I'm not going to say all of them, but I'm saying a lot of those players probably got PCs. So they probably feel like, well, I'm going to upgrade to a fucking PS5 when I got a PC. Right? If they got a PC, I mean, if my PC can play my games a year later, and I don't worry about paying $5 for another console, I stay on PC too and play up there and keep my PS4 and play my PS5 exclusives once it hits PC and not have to pay $500 for a console. So they know that their games, the systems are not selling like they want it to really sell, right? Now, hopefully it doesn't come to that point that they start putting games on every fucking console because they would make the console useless. Even when they start, if they even go day and date with PC, y'all, that console's gonna be in trouble. It is because people are not gonna be buying PS5s no more. If they go PC day and day, I promise you, if they calling PS5 dead now, let them go day and date. You're gonna see how dead that fucking the console gonna be. Let's see how popular that console gonna be and go day and date on PC. Dead ass. Man, when they first started announcing games going to PC, I saw so many Sony fans, bruh, kirking the hell out, cussing out Sony, calling the PS5 trash, saying that they're gonna sell their PS5. They throwing them, they breaking them up. Well, I ain't saying breaking them up, but they're just saying they want to get rid of these shit, right? But like, they were mad, bro. Especially this one little dude, bro, little third dude on YouTube. He was like some little young dude, bro, but he was bad as shit, bro. Had that little squeaky voice. He was just cussing Sony. It was going ill on Sony, bro. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck Sony, blah, 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 blah. It was, bruh. All because it went day dead on PC. You know what? I haven't seen him ever. ever again pick another PlayStation video. I haven't since he did that. After he did that rant, bruh, I hate that nigga disappeared. That nigga went to the Shadow Realms. I think he went and bought a PC. I think he went and bought a PC. I'm dead ass, bruh. But my thing is, like, it goes to show you that people they will go to another platform, bruh. Because I saw an article saying that somebody asked Sony, "Do you think that you're gonna be losing players going to PC if y'all keep going the route that they're going?" And they said no. Okay, if that's the case, then why is 70 million players still on PS4? Because if you think about it, a lot. Okay, if you think about it, a lot of them players didn't. Okay, their sales pretty much slowed down a lot more when it was announced. If you think about that shit, right? It slowed down a whole lot faster whenever people found out those games going to PC. They should. I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm not making this a console war, nothing like that. I'm not doing it. What I'm saying is this: I feel as though they shot themselves in the foot by doing that, by saying, we're gonna put games on PC, because that's a big number on the other side still. That y'all haven't sold no console to, and I'm not. Come on, man. Like that when they said that they're just gonna go PC, bro. I'm telling y'all. You know how many people these days got PCs that can just easily jump on that joint and play if they want to. I'm not saying everybody got the best PC in the world. I'm not saying that, but if they got a decent PC to play their games, especially Xbox and PlayStation, they can do it. Shit, hell, I got me a little small laptop. I can get on that thing and play my games if I want to. Free online play. So I don't know, man. All I gotta say is, I hope Sony don't do that shit, bro. Because if they do, they can start going dating on other platforms, bro. It's a wrap. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. But all I'm saying is the way they acting these days, bro, being more aggressive going to PC, pushing out I don't know if they pushed the guy out or not, but that Yoshida, like he said he left. Okay, I'm just taking it by a word, but for him to say that they will push him out for going against the grain, it makes you think about Jim Ryan now. Think about it. Now I'm wondering was Jim Ryan pushed out? Because remember, Jim was talking about keeping games 4 years long off of PC. Remember that, right? Games will be going to PC till 4 years later. They probably didn't like that shit either. Oh, wait, what? 4 years? That's too long. We need that money now. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Look at how fast they want to put games out now on PC. Compared to when Jim Ryan was there, we didn't hear about no damn uh, less than a less than a year, or a year later. No, well, a year later, all of a sudden, bam, here's it on PC. We never heard this shit before. Shout out to Jim Ryan left. So that goes to tell me that Sony has different plans of doing their things. As far as like exclusivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope the guy they don't start doing that shit. Bars putting games on Nintendo and Xbox. I know Xbox is doing it. You know what? Console world wise, that shit crazy, right? But and if you think about it, it's kind of fucked up because like people about these systems to have this shit exclusive. I understand that, man. And like the more I keep hearing about games going to like Xbox, I mean PlayStation, I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like I got an Xbox, but even if I didn't have an Xbox, I would go buy an Xbox to play a game that I would want to play. I'm not going to be like, I wish to go to PlayStation. I hope we go to PlayStation. But now I don't know how to say that because your boy Phil Spencer is putting it out on our PlayStation. This is another thing too. It's like PlayStation fans. I'm not gonna say all, but I know majority of them are not begging for Xbox games. And they are. It might be some they are, but those are the ones that's like casual. They don't get into the console world like that. I don't either. I'm not in the console world like that. I like to watch people talk about shit though. But at the same time, as though it's like it's all just crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's wild what somebody's going through with all of this stuff, and um, it is sad that from what I'm hearing, they're talking about we won't be getting to see any games of new games coming to PlayStation 5 till PS6. Now keep in mind, most of y'all bought PS5 Pros, right? That means that y'all won't be getting any first party brand new games as far as what besides Ghost of Yute, Wolverine, and possibly Spider Man. Hopefully there's more in the pipeline, right? Hopefully there is. But at the same time, it's like we don't know what's coming. We don't have a roadmap. We don't have nothing to show us what's coming besides the games we already know about. And it's crazy. But the thing about it that scares me the most for the people that got pros is this. Y'all seen how Sony treated the PS5 VR2, right? Uh, it's got barely anything going for it. You know why? Because the PSVR2 isn't a primary. It's not a what do you call it? It's not a first come first serve type of product. It's the last thing on their mind. And if you think about it, okay, I know they got a lot of games on PlayStation right now, PS5 Pro games right now, right? But you cannot guarantee every single developer out here is gonna make the games pro enhanced. Can't guarantee that. And you already know for sure now that most of the Sony studios will be taking up to 6 to 8 years to make a new game. So the Pro is kind of, you know, wasted, in my opinion. Like, you got a whole new console just to play some games that may or might not be Pro exclusive. I mean, on Pro patch, and you don't know what games that might be. And we don't even know what games gonna be coming out this year for the Pro. I mean, I don't even have a Pro, but at the same time, it's like I'm kind of glad that I did buy a Pro now because if I did, I'd be finding out like everybody else, like, hey, most of these games that come out to PS6, and the best play to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 will be on the PS6 because the PS6 is more of a stronger console. And on top of that, I was the only one sitting there saying PS6 will drop 2027. I kept saying that. Everybody, I ain't gonna say the chat name. I ain't gonna say what channel I was on, but I kept telling people, "Yo, PS6 gonna drop 2027." Oh, nah, you're crazy. Sony won't do that. Sony said in the leaks that it's gonna drop 2029, 2028, 2029, or possibly 2030. Because the PS5 Pro is gonna last for years. Really? You must not know Sony like I do, because I know Sony loves money. And Sony wants money. You think they're gonna sit there and let y'all just stay on PS5 Pro for the many damn years without releasing that damn PS6? Right after Xbox released their new sit console? You think Sony will actually sit there and watch Xbox make all their money on a whole new console with whole all new gen, all new generations of new
Solomon
graphics and
Grundy.
everything, right? Hey, we're gonna be stuck on y'all gonna be stuck on the pro. I'm just saying y'all, 'cause I don't have one. But y'all gonna be stuck on the pro,
Solomon Grundy.
and we're gonna be stuck on just a regular base on PS6, PS5,
Solomon
without
Grundy.
having a whole new generation of a console. Really? Yeah, I'm about to think
Solomon
again because
Grundy.
Sony gonna put that joint out 2027, like I said. So my thing was this: I was gonna get the pro, but someone kept telling me like, you know what? I don't know because I'm not trying to spend $700 on a fucking PS5 Pro. Then spend another.
Solomon
It might
Grundy.
be $700 for the damn PS6. I'm not spending all that money on no consoles. It's gonna be either one or the other, and I pick the PS6. Especially it's gonna be coming out in 2027, but it's already 2025 right now. I can wait for the PS6 to drop, and I kept saying that to people. Oh man, you can wait for years. 2020, 30. PS7 drop. I mean, PS6 drop 2028, 2029. And I kept on saying it, bro. 2027, it's going to drop. PS6,
Solomon Grundy.
2027. I'm the only one kept saying that shit. Oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking
Solomon
about.
Grundy. Born on a Monday.
Ah.
Christened on
Sony
Tuesday.
said this. Sony said a
Married on
lot
a
of damn things.
Wednesday.
They lie. Damn it. On top of that, they saw it in the court document what Sony said. That don't mean it's gonna be in the stone. I mean, like what it said in that damn
Solomon
paper
Grundy.
can't be changed. You know. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy it, and I'm glad that I didn't buy Concord. The same thing about Concord. They was telling people, "Oh, Concord." Sony said Concord's gonna last for years. Concord's gonna last for years to come, and it ain't going nowhere. I said, "Bruh, I
Solomon
don't know
Grundy.
about Concord." I said, "Look, me paying $4 for a game that's not gonna last long.
Solomon Grundy.
I don't think I want to do that, man." Oh
Solomon
man, you should go
Grundy.
ahead and buy Concord. It's a
Born
fun
on a Monday.
game.
Christened on
You
Tuesday.
gotta support Sony, guys.
Married
I
on
said,
Wednesday.
I don't know about that one, bro. $40 for a game that's gonna be dead in a few weeks. I said, I called it. Well, I ain't think it'll be a few weeks. Well, I was, exaggerating about a few weeks part, but it happened in a few weeks or less than a week. It's going within a week. So I was right about that. And
Grundy don't stop.
by me seeing how fast Sony dropped Concord, it's just as fast. Okay, how fast Sony dropped Concord, even though they sit there and say it'll be years to come to be staying there, it ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be there for years to come, right? They said the same thing about the damn PS5 Pro. And I get me wrong, I think it's gonna be for years to come. I understand that, but at the same time, you think Sony's gonna really sit there and wait out that money for the PS6 to drop? And they know for one thing, the PS5 Pro is not for everybody. Like everybody keeps saying, blah blah blah, right? But it ain't gonna be selling as much as a PS6 will sell for everybody that wants to have a new console, a new generation console over a mid-gen refresh console, right? And my thing is this too. I don't think the PS6 will be $700 though. Here's why. If they make the PS6 $700, people are not going to buy like that. People really bought the PS5 Pro, right? Now, remember, they always be sitting, one model you get this, one, and later on you get a upgrade, right? A mid-gen refresh. How the hell are you gonna go from a $700 PS5 base PS5 or PS6, and then you gonna do a PS6 Pro for what, $900 to $1,000? If you already got a $700 console from a PS6, then you want to do a mid-gen refresh for a PS6 to what? It's gotta go higher than what it is, right? You know then what they're gonna sell the PS6 Pro for the same price that they did the PS5, the base PS6. So that's gonna be even more money, like what, $900 to $1,000? They can't do that. I mean, they could do it, but at the same time, they're gonna lose a lot of damn money doing that shit. Because you got two high price ass amounts of consoles being trying to be sold. So their best option is to put the PS6 at 500. Five highest I say five five 580 to 600 probably. $600 probably. The highest I say is 600, right? If they were to sell the PS6. $600. Then what? They'll sell the PS5, PS6 Pro for what? $800? But they can't sell for those 700. They, I mean, they can do what the hell they want to do. At the same time, you're gonna see Sony sales and consoles just go down because right now it's hard for people these days, with bills and shit, bro. So that's just it's pretty much being too risky doing that. You're gonna lose a lot more customers. A lot of people gonna be going right to PC doing that shit. They'll go to PC. They will go to PC, and I will probably be one of them. I got a PC right now. It ain't no fucking 5090. It's just a laptop, but hey, I can play my little games up there. Hey, I can play in the go. Shit, I might not be able to play like the best games in the world. No, it ain't no strong laptop. It's just a little piece. I can play my little games over here and there, and I'm fine. You know. So, or I just play my old console. I can play my old PS3. I can play my old PS4, old games on that. Because if it comes like to be the point where gaming is so ridiculously expensive that you gotta pick where you're gonna either buy this or buy that over a console, then there's no point in buying that console. They really ain't. Because we're already seeing that now where motherfuckers are still on PS4 and not even including the PS3. Yeah, players up there still on PS3 right now. You know? So that's a lot, bro. That's a lot of people we don't even have over here on the PS5 generation right now. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why most of the people on PS3 are on PS3. You know why? Because it's free online play. Yes, it's free online play. Now, when we was on PS3, when I was on PS3, we was getting all kind of. Well, I was I'm speaking to myself. I was getting all these messages from people saying Sony's gonna like make us pay for online, right? You know how like you do it in a PS3, or you can do it this day too, right? Like you can get like messages from people and you like inbox whatever, and they'll talk about how things are changing with Sony and all that. And we were getting messages back then saying Sony's going to make the PS4. We were like, yay, cool, cool, cool. Next thing you know, we started seeing rumors of a PS4, and this is all through like just going through texting back and forth with people on that PS3 chat, right? Next thing we know, we started seeing. I started seeing uh, links saying like shit like, well, Sony's talking about us having to pay online, and we were like, hell no. Why the hell we got to pay to play online? That's crazy. For what? And I'm telling you, a lot of people are still stuck in that way as for what? I'm not paying to play online. PS3 is free. A lot of people can't afford to be paying that shit, man. You pay online. If it's $10, $20, they don't want to do it. And they can do it, they can, but they probably just don't want to pay that shit. I really can't blame them for that. But Sony has sent out something saying, "Oh no, everything's cool. We're not gonna make you pay to play online. It's gonna be free on PS4." They said that shit, and they lied. They lied. PS4 came around. Everybody's all like, "Yeah, we can pay free online." Next thing you know, we'll start saying what? PS Plus, pay to play. When I got my PS4, I didn't know we had to pay online. I was one of them. I was like, yo, okay, we're gonna get on PS4 now. We're gonna play online for free. Hey, we're gonna have fun. Play online for free. Hell no. So a lot of other players on PS3 are still there because they do not want to pay to play online. And I'm pretty sure they probably got a PC by now after all these damn years. They got PCs probably. But they probably got Xbox. Who knows? Well, all I know is they ain't on no PS4. I know that damn much. They on PS3. They could have both PS3 and PS4. But all I know is from what I'm hearing from for people, they're saying that the PS3 players do not actually have a PS4 or a PS5. So, matter of fact, I played with some people on my PS3, and they sit there and said that they don't have a PS4. Because I asked them, I was like, what games you play on? That's when on my PS4 a lot back then. I asked them what games you play on PS4. What I do is I get up my PS4, I get up my PS3 to play Tekken Tag 2. Because you can't play Tekken Tag 2 on PS4 unless you had the PS Plus. Now that's gone up. Now they took Tekken Tag 2 off PS Plus, period. So you can't even play Tekken Tag 2 up there no more. But anyway, I was playing people on PS2, and on PS3, and they told me they didn't have a PS4, and they said they couldn't afford it, or they just said that they didn't want to pay to play online, basically, right? So, yeah, a lot of people are still on PS3, bro. So it's crazy. I know went through a lot of stuff and everything, but I just want to give y'all an idea of how I feel about what's going on with Sony. I'm sorry, with Sony and their the way they're moving around with things now, and how games may not be going to PC D&D or might be coming to other platform besides PC. It might be going to Xbox. We don't know that shit. We do not know because this is the whole new Sony we have here. Anytime you see Yoshida sit there and tell you they might push me up because of me pushing back on not putting out live service games, could tell you that, hey, if they push him out some over 30 years over some shit like that, imagine what else they might do that we don't like, or you know what I'm saying, that we might not want to see or like. The only reason why they canceling all these games is because they lost money. It wasn't because we don't want them to be our fucking games. It's because they lost some money. But believe me, those games can make money. They be pushed out. They would not have been canceled, period. Because Concord was the only thing that held back. Now, this should also teach them a lesson, too, about them putting games on other platforms day and date. Because if they do that shit, then they're going to go for a world of hurt or losing console sales. They are. If you're gonna start putting games on Nintendo and Xbox, say goodbye to the PlayStation, because motherfuckers are not gonna be paying for another PlayStation. They're not. Go day and day if you want to, Sony. I guarantee you, the PS5 will be really dead for sure. That's a promise. Dead ass. Go ahead and go day and day on PC. Go ahead and put games on Xbox and put games on Nintendo. And you watch that damn console burn. Like how you watch these damn live services burn. Oh man, that ass. Like you got PC players saying right now, I don't need a PlayStation. What the hell is Sony talking about? Sony talking about something. Well, we're putting games on PC, so the players on PC will move the console. Shut your dumb ass. They are not going to move the little damn console. They're not. It's like Microsoft putting games on PlayStation. Well, is that what to make us want to go to Xbox? No, it's not. Why should I go to Xbox when you're putting games on my PlayStation? Just like why would PC players go to PlayStation where you putting our games on PC? So Sony's full of shit. They just want more money to fund the games. And this is another thing. Start putting games on PS4 again. Fuck what the people want to say about, is this a PS4, PS5? Who cares? Because You cannot rely on PC players to do the work of the Sony players. You gotta look both sides pay to play. Like support those games. You're gonna have to start putting games on PS4 again. You put Spider Man. You put a lot of your games like okay Lego Horizon. You skip PS4 and went to Switch, and it failed on Switch and it failed on PC. It might have worked on PS4. Switch is just as old as the PS4 is, but yet you gonna put it on Switch. You should have put it on PS4. Hey, if it failed, it failed. But hey, at least you try all your fan base instead of just half of them. You put it on other people's fan bases that may or may not like your game as well. Instead of putting it on your core fan base to see on both sides of PS4, PS5 how would the game play. It's just damn Lego. That's all it was. But nah, you want to put it on Nintendo Switch and they about to put it on Xbox from what I hear. They're not gonna buy it. Xbox are not gonna buy that. People they're not gonna buy that damn game. If PC players didn't buy it, what the hell make you think Xbox players are gonna buy the game? And Nintendo people didn't buy the game, and then Nintendo fans, what in the hell make you think that Xbox players are gonna buy the Lego game? You might as well just scrap that shit. If you feel that way, you might as well just go ahead and put it on PS4. Cause I know you you put it on every console but the PS4. Your own damn console. How dumb, bruh. If you already said you're slowing down on your life on the lifespan of the PS5 already, right? You already said that the PS5s are slowing down in sales anyway, right? If people want a PS4, PS5, they would have bought one by now. They are buying them. I'm saying they're not buying them at the rate that Sony is talking about them buying them, right? But anyway, that's just my thought about it. They start putting games back on PS4. I don't care what nobody say about that shit because if they want to make a good quality looking game, I'm pretty sure PS4 will not hold the game back. Look at Lego, or not Lego. Look at the Horizon Forbidden West. It was on PS4 and PS5. The first one, well, the second one, yeah, Forbidden West, the second one. Anyway, both games look great. They look amazing. I couldn't even tell it was on the PS4. It's on the PS5 with better graphics than the PS4, right? Why does it fucking matter? The PS4 wasn't holding back the PS5. Spider-Man 2 was not even on the PS4, and to be honest with you, I don't think it looked that much better than the PS4 version. If it was on PS4, I'm talking about like, okay, Spider-Man 2 was only on PS5. That was it. That they put on PS4. It didn't look that much better than the PS4 version for the PS1 for the Spider-Man 1 version or Spider-Man Miles Morales. It probably okay. Put it this way, it did not look that much better than Spider-Man Miles Morales, in my opinion. It looked about the damn same to me, in my opinion, between Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2, and graphics wise. So basically, you could have put that on PS4 as well and sold more copies. And like it's not like it looked like the game of what's them damn games. I can't explain it. It didn't look that much. It didn't look realistic to me. It looked cartoony. So by looking the way it looked, don't get me wrong, it looked great. It's an amazing looking game, but it wasn't nothing like groundbreaking. Like, oh my god, this is an actual PS5 Spider-Man 2 game. No, it looked like any other Spider-Man game we've ever seen. It really did. It's like God of War 2, Ragnarok, and God of War the first God of War. So Spider-Man 2 not being on PS5, on PS4, didn't look that much better to me. So y'all could have made more money by putting Spider-Man 2 on PS4 as well. What they should do is put it on both consoles. Man. Just make sure the PS5 version has better quality than the PS4. That's all you gotta do. Like how y'all want to do this fucking PS5 Pro patch shit that makes it look supposed to look better than the PS5, which is not doing it much better than the PS5 it is with certain games anyway. But some games it are. But you know, you just saying it with PS5, PS4. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, I know this video is pretty long. That's my little 2 cents on how I feel about this. What's going on with Sony and exclusives may or may not be going to other platforms and PC day and date. The PS5 Pro lifespan of not lifespan, the PS5 Pro and also the PS6 might be coming out 2027. All of that stuff, man. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. How you feel? How you guys feel about the PS6 dropping in 2027? How you feel about if you bought the PS5 Pro, knowing that the PS6 dropping in 2027? Do you feel like you wasted your money now? Do you feel as though that you might not get to see the quality of games you wanted to see because most games may or may not be coming to 2027 to when the PS6 drops? That's gotta suck. That's Oh my god, I'd be mad as hell knowing that I paid $700 for a fucking console. Just found out the PS6 dropped in 2 years. I mean, 2 years is a good little time, but think about it. Just what you only have very few games to play off of as far as pro enhanced. If those games come out, because what we heard is Wolverine is 2026. That's next year for Wolverine. And I can play the better version of that on my PS5 6 of Wolverine. I can play the better version of Grand Theft Auto 6 on my PS6 of GTA 6. So you can enjoy playing the better versions now on certain games, but the true next generation console will be out in 2 years, 2027. I think they said fall of 2027. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna probably show the PS6 trailer October, right? And then they'll go ahead and do the release launch around November, which is around my birthday month. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be pretty cool, man. Saying, matter of fact, the last one, the PS5 we have now, that launched, right around my birthday month, around November. So I'm gonna be good. PS6 gonna be dropping soon, right around my birthday month again. I get around my birthday, and I'm not having to worry about spending my money on a PS5 Pro. And I get to play all the best games y'all, talking about so good, so good, so great on the PS5 Pro, on my better version on the PS6. But anyway, guys, this is this what talk about certain things. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like, share, subscribe, and let me know how you feel about the PS6 dropping 27. Let me know how you feel about, did Yoshida get pushed out, or did he actually leave? How you feel about Sony actually might have possibly made these decisions of live service games over Jim Ryan just following orders, or do you feel as though it was all Jim Ryan's idea? Because to me, in my opinion, it was Sony's idea to put these games in live services. And like Phil Spencer, Jim Ryan was following orders, like Satya told Jim Ryan, not Jim Ryan, like Satya told um, Phil Spencer to put games on other platforms. He's following the rules. Same thing with Jim Ryan. He's following the rules. He's following his orders from Sony. If he didn't follow the orders from Sony, he would have been pushed out a lot quicker than he was. He probably was, because I think he was pushed out now. At first, I thought he was probably retired, but after hearing Yoshida talk about being pushed out, I think Jim Ryan was pushed out. Started thinking that way, and he was his old ass was pushed out. I mean, ain't gonna lie, I'm getting all right. I'm getting too. I don't want to get too much into it because I said my piece and everything. This video's getting long as hell, but Yeah, that's all I gotta say for that, man. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe again. And this time I'm going for real. Be safe, be easy. God bless, one love. See you guys in the next video. Signing out.